the first half of that.
Yeah, man!
Oh,
That
man,
was
this
pretty
is all the
solid.
chords.
No, I like the beginning.
Okay.
Shit, man, that was really good.
Okay.
Like, actually, are you coming here? Are you joining in?
Oh, it's
okay.
okay.
So name, majors, and wait, fuck. Name.
I'm B flat major.
Name your major in college and year in
B
college.
flat minor.
Okay. Well, I'm C major.
You're
Okay.
so funny. Wow.
So name, school,
No. Name, year in college, and your major.
married status. Single.
Wait, let's go.
Okay. My name is Isaac Lee, and I attend Eastman School of Music for viola performance, and I'm a junior.
My name is Kevin Wang. I am not an Eastman student, but I have gotten a bachelor's degree, and this is my second year freelancing.
Where are you guys from?
I'm from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
I was born in Fayetteville, Arkansas, but I guess I'm from Portland, Oregon. But I live here, so I guess I'm also from here.
What are your favorite music genres?
Music genres. Well, classical for sure. I really like jazz. I can go with assortments like different instruments. You can do vocal jazz. I really like Japanese music, which is it's been recent. Electric dance music never fails to impress me, so that's one thing. K-pop is definitely rising in terms of interest.
Classical for sure. And then I like just general synth pop vibes. I like K-pop, and I like experimental hip hop.
What is
That's
the-
weird.
Oh Jesus! What is the superior classical instrument?
I don't think there's a superior classical instrument. Well, if you really have to follow the trend, it would have to be the violin, because violin being the most popular instrument to write for during the classical period. But in terms of orchestra, I think all the instruments in the classical orchestra are very, very prominent in establishing the solid ground or foundations of classical music. So I think all the instruments that form classical orchestra are very superior.
I mean, piano's pretty solid, I gotta say, because there's so much rep and there's so much obscure rep, and it's basically a symphony on its own. I know, like the conductor. I mean, even the conductor might agree with that, but like it's a saying that holds a lot of value. But I have to say, the harp is really underrated, because it's like a smaller chamber version of like a stringy instrument that is capable of, you know, both melody and harmony at the same time. So don't sleep on the harp.
What's your dream job?
Dream job is definitely to teach, whether if it's at a professorship level or at a college or even at, I don't know, school, like high school or something. Something where I can teach people to learn about the instrument and use that as their voice for expression. I guess a goal in mind is definitely to push the viola repertoire by meeting composers and making new music. But on top of that, teaching, performance, whatever life has to offer, I think I'm very excited for it. So,
wait. I like to spread the knowledge of classical music through internet humor on YouTube, and hopefully maybe spring a career out of that. Also continue arranging very just stylistic and authentic and like advanced arrangements for pop music and video game music and film scores, because I think YouTube has so many things, but there needs to be a quality control, and I want to be that quality.
What is your favorite musical term?
It either has to be cantabile or cognando. Cantabile being singing like. There's a lot of I guess a lot of viola professors really advocate for you to sing on your downtime because there's a continuity that is already existent within you, and you can, I guess, make the connection with your playing and try to make it continuous or forever ringing. Kagnando being dreamlike. I don't know, this is like something I've like recently discovered. I thought it was such an interesting state to be in a dream because you're not completely awake. I guess you're swimming in, I guess, a metaphysical realm, and you're really just going and exploring. But yeah, I think that's a very cool term.
Today, I don't have a favorite musical term, but today I'm going to go with innig, which is a German term that Schumann really likes to use that basically just means very introverted and very emotional. But it's not just that. There's something very subtle and nuanced about that term that I think it's something that you know what it is, but you have to think about it so hard and feel it so hard in front of your instrument to achieve it. So innig is something I wrestle with.
What are you most passionate about besides music?
Passionate. Well, I do like reading. I have been reading a lot of, I guess, philosophers' papers, and also, I don't know, reading the dictionary has been a thing happening recently. Learning new words is always something that I aspire to do constantly, and I guess I like watching movies, I like watching anime, I like watching films in general.
I love films. I continuously pursue films that challenge me, inspire me, move me, that just stimulate me intellectually. And yeah, if you need any film recommendations, hit me up.
Since you guys are returning reactors, what are your top 3 favorite K-pop groups?
Oh man. Probably has to be, well, I gotta be faithful, GFriend first. SHINee is very nice. I really like that group. SHINee's just great. Red Velvet, never, like, it always stands out for some reason for me. But GFriend, SHINee, and Red Velvet.
I gotta go with my stan girls. I'm gonna go for Luna. I'm gonna go Momoland. And I'm gonna go Fromis 9.
Instead of twice?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Do you guys listen to K-pop outside of reacting to it, and if so, which artists?
Well, like, I really enjoyed listening to GFriend a lot. I like, especially after react sessions, it's just like, wow, like, it's not just, I don't get to only react once, like I can just listen to it many times back at home. Yeah, but primarily just GFriend.
Dear.
Well, Dear too. Dear was just, we'll get into that later. It's actually really great.
I do listen to K-pop outside of react sessions, and Luna's definitely the group I listen to the most right now, because I went on this Twitter review binge thing, and it was something that I was like, if I could finish this, then maybe I could do something else in life. I was at that place, and so Luna has always been, like, from then on, Luna has always been this source of inspiration for me, and just how ambitious their project was, and just them finally debuting after 2 years of releasing tracks. So it's just something that makes me feel good and inspires me, and yeah, I love my girls.
What K-pop concept has stood out the most to you so far?
I think the use of modulation. I think that's...
No, concept as in like story. And music, like
Oh.
video.
Music video?
Mm-hmm.
Well, really, if you look at life, it's like not a lot of things like are very different. So like K-pop, they still do the same things that every other medium does, but it offers something different because it collaborates with like dancing, music, and also film. Like, it's something that's new, like new concept.
Like
Like a story.
Or just
like a story, like specific, like oh, I like cheerleaders, or I like vampires, or you know,
Or
like
me?
like what? No, which concept of a K-pop music video did you like the best?
Oh, well, yeah, I know an answer for that. What I liked about K-pop, the concepts of K-pop, I think the dancing is very interesting.
No, like a specific music video theme.
Oh, music theme? Oh my goodness, I'm having a hard time.
It's totally okay.
Okay, so I have to go for G-Friend's example of, is it? I forgot this one.
Summer Rain, or was it
Summer
Love
Rain.
Whisper, or was it the
I
Sunny
think
Summer?
it's Love Whisper, maybe.
It was like the super neon bright color
Well,
dancing.
yeah, it's like blue and green. What I really, yeah, something I like, I think those are my favorite colors recently, just blue and green. And having that, I guess, like vibrant and like purity of the color and also the sound, I really enjoyed that because it's just like a nice harmony of all the mediums coming together, or all the arts really coming together to form one idea.
Well, obviously, the whole BTS React binge that we did with I Need Your Love, that whole storyline is fantastic. Wings is pretty phenomenal. But if we could consider Luna's 12 months, and I mean 12 girls plus subunits sort of release schedule as like an entire concept, that's definitely my favorite.
Which K-pop song you reacted to is the most memorable for you, and why?
I can go.
Okay.
17's Aju Nice is definitely one that really stood out because since then I've been able to hear it twice live thanks to KCON LA, but it's just the ultimate hype song and I'm glad to have it in my life. That's the first moment I was like, wait, I could actually have K-pop as something that I listen to. So that was like a light bulb.
I don't know, I think still for me, like, I keep going back to G-Friend, but it's like, actually that was really the first time I actually felt like, wow, I actually like the group. Because like, I feel like whenever I enter a new medium, if I don't like something, like if I don't have a favorite, I won't immediately be 100% invested. So like when I guess when I listened to G-Friend, I was like, wow, I actually really like the way they present their music. I like their interpretation. And then from then on out, it was just like one after the other, all the other React videos that we've gone through, I've progressively shown more interest in listening to them. So it's just like, I guess the way I do things is if I don't have a favorite, I don't have, I guess, full commitment to it, but once I do, oh boy.
Right, and very last question, this is for you, Isaac. Since you are more of a new reactor,
Yes.
did you ever hear of K-pop or know what it was before joining the channel?
Actually, yes, I've heard of it when I was in grade 10 in high school. So that was like, geez, that was a few years ago, 6 years ago. A lot of my Korean friends, they were listening to BTS. That was interesting. It was just like this wild phenomenon where people were just dancing frenetically, and then just going to town with in sync to the music or not in sync to the music, or whatever. It's like the way they impact dance and music. Like okay, let me rephrase this. The way they incorporate all of the arts together and to create such an impact. It was very cool, and it's something that just kind of passed by, and it was just like, I wasn't too interested in it. I was focused on other things, but that did appear in my high school years.
Cool.